In the stock market, you would have definitely come across statements like rupees 10,000 invested in 1993 Infosys IPO is now worth rupees 4 crore. If I had invested rupees 10,000 in 1980 on Wipro, I would have rupees 535 crores now, and so on. These companies were small cap companies and were just starting to gather pace in the 1990s and now have grown into huge, amassing wealth for investors. Imagine the potential of small cap companies. In this video, let us review one such product offered by Marcellus called Little Champs. Welcome to holisticinvestment.in. First, let us look at the Marcellus company in general. Marcellus Investment Managers is a boutique portfolio management service based in India. They specialize in managing equity portfolios for high net worth individuals and institutional clients. Investment strategies involves focusing on long-term wealth creation through an investment philosophy centered around quality and sustainability. They follow a concentrated approach, investing in a select number of high-quality companies with strong management teams. They believe in a bottom-up research-driven investment process, conducting an in-depth analysis of companies and their fundamentals. An overview of Marcellus Little Champ. The minimum investment amount is Rs 50 lakhs. Marcellus Little Champ consists of small cap companies with a niche of strong moat and sustainable growth. Basically, they identify small cap companies whose market cap are less than 50 million US dollars. They pick companies with excellent corporate governance, capital allocation, and track records with strong sustainable competitive advantages built around brands, business processes, and strategic assets. They also look for high growth potential. Now let us look at fees structure. Fixed fee of 1.5% per annum, which is charged quarterly. Along with that, there is a performance fee of 20% profit share above a 10% hurdle. Apart from this, you need to pay an exit fee of 3% if you exit before 1 year, and 2% if you exit before second year, and 1% if you exit before third year. Now we shall discuss the sectorial holding and market cap in detail. If you look at the graph, the major portion of portfolio is held in chemicals followed by financials. These two sectors hold nearly 50% of the total portfolio weight, while the balance 50% is widely spread across various sectors. They invest major portion in mid and small cap companies as they focus on high growth potential. Who can invest in Marcellus Little Champ PMS? An ideal investor who can invest in Little Champ PMS should have the following criteria. You should have a high risk appetite. You should have high patience. You should be ready to invest a minimum of Rs 50 lakhs. You should have a longer time horizon for investment. You should be trusting the PMS and the fund manager until you arrive at your corpus. Do you have these qualities? Even if you have all of these, is it really worth your money and time? Let us continue our analysis to find out more about Marcellus Little Champ. Next, we shall focus on how Marcellus Little Champ PMS pick companies. Marcellus Little Champ PMS performs a 5-stage filtration to arrive at their stocks. In stage 1, they start from a universe of more than 1,000 companies. They first filter out the stocks with less than 500 million US dollars. In stage 2, they further filter by taking into account 12 accounting ratios covering income statement and balance sheet for the past 6 years. In stage 3, only the cream of the crop, that is the top 20%, is included to avoid companies that are struggling to cover their capital cost. In stage 4, they do a detailed analysis of annual reports and other published reports to further substantiate their claim on the selected stocks. In the final stage, they look for third-party checks in addition to the company-provided information. Instead of relying solely on company-provided information, Marcellus conducts independent research. Finally, 15 to 20 stocks are selected from a whole universe of more than 1,000 plus companies. Now let us compare the returns of Little Champ with others. The Marcellus Little Champ's portfolio has given us negative returns over the last 1 to 2 years. The 3-year returns are positive as a result of bull run. Now let's compare and see how Marcellus Little Champ's portfolio has performed with its benchmark index. You can refer the table. It has constantly underperformed its benchmark BSE 500. The returns since the inception are also on par with the benchmark index. For any PMS, the return have to be up and over the benchmark indices, but that is not the case as we see here. Now let's go a step further and do a comparison with the BSE small cap TRI over the same time period. As we see the graph, barring the short term period, the Marcellus Little Champs has failed to even beat the BSE small caps return. Though Marcellus Little Champs have put up a spirited performance with an impressive annualized return of 30.97 since 29th August 2019, this is almost on par with the return of 31.69 given by the BSE Small Cap Index in the same period. The purpose of investing in PMS is to beat the index, and that's the reason why we are ready to pay the extra fee. But that's not the case here. Now let us compare it with actively managed small cap funds. There is a wider gap between the Marcellus Little Champ PMS return and the actively managed small cap funds over 3-year return. You can see all the returns are above 30%. It is important to note that the returns mentioned here are pre-tax returns. When factoring in capital gains, the overall return would be lower, resulting in change in the post-tax return figure. Additionally, in terms of taxation, PMS tends to be less tax efficient compared to mutual funds. In addition to Little Champ, there are other products under Marcellus. One such product is Marcellus Consistent Compounders. Marcellus Little Champ consists of small cap companies with a niche of a strong moat and sustainable growth, while Marcellus Consistent Compounders predominantly focuses on large cap funds. To read the complete detailed review of Marcellus Consistent Compounders portfolio, use the link given in the description box. Final verdict on Marcellus Little Champs. As the name says, the Marcellus Little Champs PMS is still very young at around 3 years of age. While PMS can offer you good returns over the longer run, the Marcellus Little Champ PMS isn't one to be considered, at least for now, for the following reason. The returns generated should be up and over the fee you pay. We are paying a fixed fee every quarter and a variable fee based on the returns generated. Right now, the returns are negligible. The purpose of paying additional fees and employing a skilled fund manager is to outperform the index rather than underperform it. It is better to jump to a small cap fund with much lesser fee, that is expense ratio, rather than paying such huge PMS fees. Marcellus Little Champ PMS are also not tax efficient when compared to mutual funds. Mutual funds are taxed only when you redeem, but in the case of PMS, whenever the fund manager makes a change, we will be taxed in the particular financial year. If you want to really diversify your investment portfolio to get aggressive return, then please avoid Marcellus Little Champ portfolio and look out for a better and consistently performing PMS or AIF. A detailed blog post on this topic is available in our website and the link is given in the description. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions related to this or any other investment option or related to your financial goal, don't hesitate to book a free appointment with our financial planners. The link to the free booking is given in the description box below. Also, will you be interested to attend any insightful investment webinar? Then feel free to register for the upcoming Enlightening Investment Webinar. It is completely free. The registration link for the upcoming webinar is also given in the description box. If you like this video, please give us thumbs up. Also, share it with your social circle. If you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel so far, please subscribe now.